Hello, beautiful people. My name is Mike, aka Afrokami. Today, I'm gonna get into this little discussion that I've been getting. People have been like DMing me, messaging me from like all across different social media, asking me the same freaking question about Goku versus Saitama, who would win. And like, honestly, guys, I gotta tell you, based off of all the content that we have so far from One Punch Man. As far as I'm gonna go from the manga, the one that Murata is redrawing, and not the one the actual comic, like the web comic, because that's like a whole arc and a half ahead, and I think it's currently ongoing. So like it's really that's just full of spoilers. So I'm just gonna go off of what we have so far as as the redrawn manga, and then from what we have of Dragon Ball Super, from the last chapter of Super in the Moral arc. I don't know if anyone has really like caught up with it, because I know a lot of DBZ fans are mostly anime only, so they only want to watch anime stuff or like movies, or there's the promotional anime going on with the video game Dragon Ball Heroes. So there's that. So basically, Goku versus Saitama, who would win? My personal, opinions, based off of all of the information gathered, it's a stalemate for me. It's gotta be a stalemate, because when we think about a fight, as far as anime goes, there's always gotta be, someone who comes out on top, right? There's gotta be someone who comes out on top. There's always got to be someone who gets overpowered, or someone gets a freaking power boost in the end and comes out on top and just completely obliterates whoever, or they just barely win by the skin of their neck. And Goku is one of those people that, like, during a fight, like we've seen during the tournament, he adapted in those 45, 48 minutes. Like, in that frame of time, I know it stretched. They stretched the episodes across an entire season, like 30 episodes. But it was only like 30, 45 minutes for the entire tournament. And in that frame time, we had Goku and Jiren, right? Vegeta got his power up. Freaking Goku, not only tapped into Ultra Instinct, but mastered it within the 45 minutes. And that was during the fight. Like, nothing was set up to where he was gonna even think about unlocking that shit. So, yeah, that was during the fight, right? And Saitama's the type of person who, he's an anomaly. Like, that nigga should not exist at all. And he's just ridiculously busted. The fact that he's just chilling throughout the entire series. He's just chilling. And even during the fight with Boros, like, he had to at least power up a little bit. And we don't even know how much percent of his true potential, true power, full potential that he even used during that fight. And what we're seeing now with the Garo arc, the hero hunting arc, he's still just chilling. He hasn't been given a challenge. He hasn't been given a real challenge. So, like, the fact that someone would think about, let's put Goku and Saitama together because they're two busted ass people in anime, in manga, in the whole, shebang, and let's see who would win in a fight. The data's just too inconclusive, because we don't know the full potential of Saitama. We don't know the full potential of Goku, even though Goku's level has been power scaled tons of times throughout the entire series, the entirety of Goku's existence in Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, and it's like one of those asymptotal, you know, it's never gonna hit exactly 0, but, you know, there's gonna be a greater chance Goku might come out on top. And I say might, I highlight, italics, bold, might, because, you know, he got his ass kicked a couple times during the series to where he had to go back and train and, you know, get better, come back and win. Every time there's an obstacle, every time there's an enemy that's presented to him, every time there's a problem, they always, you know, go through some shit in order to fix it. And Goku almost always comes out on top. And the fact that we have someone like Saitama, he's like an unrealistic, I don't know, like, obstacle. He's a very unrealistic obstacle. I don't think it would be possible for Goku to win, but that doesn't mean he's gonna lose, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean he's gonna be completely overpowered to where he's gotta regroup and shit. He could very well adapt during the fight, because that's what Saiyans do. Saiyans have always lived for the fight, for the battle, the thrill of the kill, you know. They're a warrior race, so something like fighting, you know, that's always gonna be in his blood. So I honestly feel like Saitama would give him a really good challenge, but it's like a stalemate, you know what I mean? But that's honestly the only reason why I say it's a stalemate, because Saitama just wouldn't be able to get a good read on him, you know? Because of Goku, how he always does. He always powers down, you know, that base level 5, like a farmer man with a shotgun, you know, and gradually powers up. And I'm not sure if they confirmed it in the manga or not. I know Vegeta can't get any more Zenkai boosts because he trained his body through hell, so he can't get any Zenkai boosts in the manga. Now, anime Vegeta and Goku is different, because I don't think we've seen Evolution Blue in the manga. I know we've seen it in the anime, so, you know what I mean? They go different routes. They do different things. Gohan freaking overpowered Kefla. They knocked each other out in the manga, so it's just different. It's really different scales. It's very, very wishy-washy and shady with it. So yeah, honestly, conclusion: Goku versus Saitama, who would win? It's immovable object versus unstoppable force. It's really, really hard to decide. Like, there's been tons and tons of videos out already that prove, or even just, you know, the whole theory with everything, that Goku and Saitama is just the jumble of everything. So you can't really, you know, it's honestly majority rules. So whatever, you know, the majority says at that time of the argument, if you guys are arguing, you know, if y'all got some shit that Saitama has over Goku, cool. If you got some shit that Goku might have over Saitama, perfect. My only issue is that, like, we just could never see that happening. We really could never see Saitama reach his full potential or show us his full potential. Like, we really just couldn't. It's just impossible. That's why, like, I hate doing these, like, who would win type of things. Only when it comes to Goku, someone like Goku, and someone like Saitama, because their whole series is gag. So it's like, you can't really go off of that. You can't really go off of gag anime series, gag manga series, to where they're strong just for no reason. And, like, they're always gonna come out on top no matter what. So putting these two giants together, it's like, you can't do that. You really can't do that. So that's my honest thoughts. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.